When the cooler months hit us, it means it's time to dust off the slow cooker. I think it's one of the most fantastic appliances you can have in the kitchen, particularly if you're working all day and you want to come home to a deliciously slow cooked meal. So I really love this particular slow cooker because the pot comes out and you can actually sear off all your ingredients on the stove top and then pop it on the slow cooker to cook for 6 to 8 hours. So I'm heating this up to a medium-high heat. I'll add some extra virgin olive oil and we'll start searing off our ingredients. After that, all the ingredients go in and it cooks for a very long time. So in with our onions. And I should probably tell you what we're cooking. This is my Mexican chicken. I'm going to turn it into enchiladas, which is tortillas. I'm going to wrap the mixture up and bake it in the oven. Super, super delicious. You can make this ahead of time. You can make a big batch of this. It can stay in the fridge 2 to 3 days before you even make the enchiladas. So we'll just give that a bit of a mix, and you can see the handles don't even get hot, so it's really easy to use. And then I'm just going to finely chop 1 capsicum. I'm using a red one. Of course, you could use green or a mixture of colours. And I love the sweetness that the capsicum imparts here. So just chopping that. Of course, you could add many different vegetables at this stage: carrot, zucchinis, celery, whatever you like in your Mexican-style dish. Capsicum, I find, is an absolute must. Some garlic. And I'll just grab my wooden spoon and give that a mix, just to start cooking. Of course, at this stage, we can add some salt. Right, let's talk chicken. I tend to stay away from chicken breast and use chicken thigh. Chicken breast is too lean, so it will be quite dry as it cooks long and slow. So use a piece of chicken that has a little bit of fat in it. That means it's going to be succulent. So chicken thighs, or the other option is chicken drumstick. They will work so well for this. It will just mean there's one more step. You'll have to just shred the meat off the bone, which is totally fine to do. Okay, this is looking good. We're going to add our spices now. So I've got a combination of cumin, coriander, some smoked paprika, and good old oregano. It just works so well in all types of Mexican dishes. So just dried oregano is fine. I always find it's a good excuse to use up lots of spices in a Mexican chili like this. All right, chipotle and adobo sauce, we'll add that. It's going to give it a really nice smoky flavour. All right, I like to add a hint of flour. Because we are using a slow cooker, it does cook nice and slowly. So instead of a really watery style sauce, we're going to get a lovely lush thick one because we added a hint of that flour. I'll also add a can of tomatoes and our chicken can go in. I'm not searing off our chicken. We've seared off our vegetables. That's all we need for this. You want to coat that in that lovely sauce. Smells great. I'll add a pinch of salt, some freshly cracked pepper. Okay, last few ingredients. A can of kidney beans. I've just drained them and rinsed them quite well. And a good glug of chicken stock for this. So we just want to cover all the ingredients. Okay, it's about 500 mils. And now we're going to let the slow cooker do all the work. So we'll place it into our slow cooker. If you know that you're going to be away from the kitchen for a good 8 hours, then I would suggest cooking it on a low setting. If you're going to be around and you want to cook it faster, then you just put that on a higher setting, so just high. And I'm going to set that to 5 hours. 5 to 6 hours is sufficient, and we'll just let it do its thing. It's going to be so succulent, so delicious. Once it's cooked, I'm going to shred the meat. Okay, the Mexican chicken is finished cooking. It's been cooking for a while. It smells fantastic. So I'm just going to take it out of most of the sauce and place it onto this board. I'm just going to roughly shred it. I mean, it's shredding as I'm taking it out. Some of the beans can be there too. That's completely fine. And that was 4 pieces of chicken. You can see how much yield you get out of that. And the rest of this sauce is going to go on the top and the bottom of the enchiladas. So I've just got a baking dish here. I do like to add just a small splash of olive oil onto the dish. Swirl it around just to coat the base so nothing sticks. I'll add half of this sauce. See how lovely and thick that is? That's because we added that flour. So about half of that. And just with a spoon, we'll spread that out. That's the base for our enchiladas to sit on, okay? And the rest of this chicken, again, just break it up like so. I'm going to be using some of these tortillas, some flour tortillas. On the base, we'll add our chicken. So we're just going to make these wraps, a little of those beans if you have there. Some rice, so a spoonful or so of leftover rice. And I love the addition of some mozzarella cheese. You can use any cheese you like. Sprinkle in there. And then we're going to roughly roll this up. Okay, just press down on it. Now these are going to be just slightly too big for my tray. That's okay. I'm just going to trim one side, turn it around and trim the other side, just so it fits quite snug in our baking dish. We'll pop that in there. Look at that, just right. Okay, I'm going to continue making these. Pop the rest of that sauce on top, maybe some more cheese, and that goes into the oven. It doesn't need long. Everything is cooked. We're essentially just melting the cheese. These enchiladas look fantastic. You can see how bubbly and golden brown it is on the top, slightly charred on the tortillas, which is just right. Now, to finish this off, I like to just dress it with some sour cream, just a big dollop into a bowl. And because I want to drizzle it over, a little trick I have is just to add a splash of water. You could also add some vinegar or some lime juice if you like, and just loosen that up just with the back of a spoon. Give it a quick mix and just keep stirring until it's just like that. I'm happy with that consistency. So what I like to do now is just drizzle that over the top. I just think it looks so pretty. And if you like some extra spice, then a hint of hot sauce and some coriander. So fresh coriander over the top, just to really jazz it up. All the hard work is done when you're not even home in the slow cooker, and then you're left with a delicious dish just like this, Mexican chicken enchiladas.